Hello everyone, welcome to a new video of the return. Today we're 11 weeks out and it's time to do some morning cardio. Cardio has been introduced as of last Wednesday and will only be done on rest days, push days and arm days, so not on my pull and leg days. That is to help not create as much fatigue that it will impact training performance just yet. So we just got 20 minutes on the bike, fasted, with the heart rate threshold of 130 beats per minute. Now, there's always this notion about should you do cardio fasted or should you do not, and in research it hasn't really been shown to have any benefit. But here's the thing with research, there are always some differences, but if it's not significant, they will render it useless. But if you can get only 1% of improvement by doing your cardio fasted when you're in a competition prep, I don't get why you wouldn't do that. I don't get why you have that minimalistic mindset of it's just the same. No, it's not. You can get more out of it if you do more, if you do better, if you try to get all the small percentages, because in the end they will add up and they will make the difference between number 1 and number 2. So that's why we're doing this cardio fasted. Just took our lipolytics, GH, Clen, Yohimbine, and now it's time to get burning. Alright, so here we go. 20 minutes on the bike. I like to listen to some motivational speeches or some podcast. Usually try to learn something while my brain is still fresh in the morning. So I'm gonna get this done, then take a shower, and then I'll see you guys for breakfast. Okay, cardio is done, posing is done. Now it's currently 8:30 and it's time to hit meal 1. So we got the egg white omelette and then we got ground beef. That's going in me right now because shut up. Suddenly my watch started talking to me. That's like things that happen these days. So it's breakfast time. It's currently a Sunday, so I have some more time in the morning than I do on weekdays, and I like to watch some cartoons. I'm a really big cartoons guy. Just takes my mind off the real world for a moment before I head back into it. So that's what I do in the morning. I'm gonna eat this now, and later on I'm gonna explain my full supplement stack to you guys, so stay tuned. Getting my steps done. Step count has been reduced from 14k to 13k right now because of the addition of cardio. As always, I like to get my steps in between meal 1 and meal 2, so that's what we're doing right now. For the last, I'd say 3 weeks, things have remained kind of stable. Body weight has been floating around 97, 98. Body fat levels have calmed down just a little bit over this week, but I feel like right about now we're starting to get into the more aggressive part of prep, which I'm really excited about. Right now we just started doing cardio. Calories are still pretty high, so we have a lot of room there to play. 11 weeks to get the job done. Every day has to be bang on the money right now. Every day I note down in my notebook at the end of the day, like Hunter Labrada says, win the day, and I want to be able to tick that box at the end of the day, so I'm not going to do anything to mess that up basically. After this is going to be time for meal number 2, which is a slight different meal as of now, which I'll show you guys during my walk. At the moment I'm listening to the bodybuilding podcast from Fuad. Just something light to listen to, something to make me laugh and keep me busy while I'm doing my walk. The first walk I do which is this one in between meal 1 and meal 2, is usually about an hour, because I like to get the majority of the steps in, which this walk will give me about 5 or 6K. The rest will get accumulated throughout the day, and if not, then between my second to last meal and my last meal, I'll get another few steps in just to walk around the block. It's a rest day today. I'm just gonna spend some time with the girlfriend later on, which is something else that I want to keep doing throughout the prep. Just make sure I'm spending time with the people that I love and not just completely sticking to myself, which can be pretty hard to do in the depths of prep because you're so focused and you just want to get everything done and you want to be in a stable environment. But you know, there's still people around you, so make sure you spend some time with them as well. So later on today, I'm just gonna go on a coffee date with my girlfriend, get a black coffee or a decaf or even a green tea, nothing that will hurt me, and just spend some quality time. Alright then, back from the walk, and here we have meal number 2. We're gonna have 200 grams of cod, some asparagus and mushrooms, and 60 grams of rice, that's uncooked weight, and then we have 100 grams of mixed berries. I really like to use this sauce. It's a light sauce, low calories. It's mustard dill, works perfectly with the fish. Then we add some pink Himalayan salt and some black pepper. So it's time to eat this, and then I'll be back with you guys for the full supplement stack. So these are all the supplements that I'm currently taking. I'll list them in order why I take them. So let's start with the lipolytics, the fat burners. So we have yohimbine ACL. This is an alpha receptor agonist, which basically means it blocks the alpha receptor on the fat cell. At the same time, it increases your heart rate and drives sympathetic tone. So it basically attacks the fat cells from two sides. First, it blocks the alpha receptor, exposing the beta receptor, and then it also increases the amount of catecholamines you have, which will then go and bind to the beta receptor. So that's part 1 of the lipolytics. Number 2 is clenbuterol. Now this is a beta receptor agonist, so it basically binds to the beta receptor, enhances your fat mobilization and enhances fat burning, and it also increases your metabolic rate. T4, which is your thyroid hormone in its non-active state before it goes into T3. The reason we're taking this is because both prep and the use of anabolic steroids increase stress on the body, which will down-regulate thyroid production. So by taking this, we basically replace the normal amount that the body would produce with this dose, keeping the thyroid running as it should be. The other one we have, which is in the fridge, is growth hormone, which has its own effects on increasing fatty acid mobilization. Then pre-workout, I use All Black Everything, which is a pre-workout with stim, so with caffeine, because at the moment I'm training early in the day. I'm training before 2 p.m. so I can still get some caffeine in, and I can really use it at the moment because I need the extra kick to get me going and attack my trainings with aggression. So then from the pre-workout we go on to the intro workout. We have creatine monohydrate, important for training performance and improves your recovery between your working sets. Lots and lots of evidence on this stuff, so if you're not already using creatine, I would definitely suggest you use creatine. Next to it we have highly branched cyclic dextrin, which is a form of carbs. It's almost like pre-digested because the surface area of the molecule is very big, so it makes it very easy for your body to absorb it even when you're training. We use this in conjunction with essential amino acids, so we basically get the benefit from an insulin spike with amino acids present in the body, which will help with recovery and stimulating muscle protein synthesis. Then for our protein source, with some meals, we have hydrolyzed whey which I like the hydrolyzed form. It's basically almost the purest form of whey you can get. And for me, if I take normal whey, I usually get problems with the skin, and with hydrolyzed whey I don't. So that's why I use hydrolyzed whey. EPA DHA balance from Jarrow, which is your omega-3s. These are important for the health of your cell membranes, which in turn, if your cell membranes are more healthy, you have less inflammation in the body, you're more insulin sensitive, and it's just good for overall health. So that's why we use omega-3. A multivitamin and mineral, this one is from Supplement Needs, just to cover most basics like your B vitamins, but also some minerals like your chromium, your copper, your iodine, manganese, selenium, zinc, and a bunch more stuff. But especially now that we're running into a caloric deficit, it's easy to get deficient in certain nutrients. Just by taking a broad spectrum multivitamin with some good active ingredients in there, you will basically supply your body with the micronutrients it needs. Next to this we have vitamin D plus K2 oral spray. It's an oil based because you need the fats to absorb vitamin D, and K2 helps with the absorption of calcium in the bones, which is where you want the calcium to be absorbed. So that's why it's together with vitamin K2. Then I also take magnesium bisglycinate, but I actually ran out this morning, so that's not here right now, but I also use that. Liver Stack by Supplement Needs. So because I'm using anabolic steroids, it's very important to take care of your liver. This supplement in particular is a blend of TUDCA, ox bile, choline, DIM, inositol, calcium D-glucarate, which are all important for liver function. So taking care of the liver with this. Also from Supplement Needs, almost looks like I'm sponsored, but I'm not. Astrac Flow, which is for the kidneys. Now this is another vital organ you want to protect, because the thing with kidneys is once they're fucked, they don't repair themselves, so you need to make sure your kidneys stay good. This is a blend of astragalus, goldenrod, beetroot extract, and hawthorn berry, which are all helpful with kidney function. Metformin, which is gonna help us with taking care of blood glucose, making sure we stay insulin sensitive, lowers oxidative stress on the body. So it's basically, again, because we're using anabolic steroids, this one will keep the overall stress on the body a little bit lower and better managed. So that's metformin. Telmisartan, which telmisartan is an angiotensin receptor blocker. And the reason we take this is when you're taking anabolic steroids and GH and all that funk, you're gonna play with your blood pressure. When stress is higher, you're gonna play with your blood pressure, and also, you know, that's due to water retention from certain drugs, but it can also just be from the stress on the body, even training. And with telmisartan, it just makes sure that this water retention problem doesn't happen, which will keep your blood pressure in a better range, and that's gonna be better for your whole system if your blood pressure isn't elevated constantly. So that's why we take telmisartan. Then pre-bed Support Max Neuro from Strom Sports. This basically is a cortisol management tool, so it helps me to lower stress before I go to bed and puts me in a nice and calm and relaxed mood. There's no melatonin in here or something, it's just ashwagandha, lion's mane, we have choline in there, and black pepper extract to help with the absorption. These are just adaptogens which will basically help lower cortisol. And next to this pre-bed we use liposomal glutathione from Supplement Needs. Again, it looks like I'm sponsored here, but I'm not. This is the most potent antioxidant your body produces, but again, because we put so much stress on the body, we might be using more than our body can actually produce. So by using the liposomal form of glutathione, we basically directly supply the body with more so it can take care of its needs. So those are all the supplements that I'm currently using. Everything has a purpose. There's nothing in there just for the sake of being in there. Obviously next to this I have my anabolic stack, but that's going to be for a different video. Right now, 11 weeks out, like I said prior, this part of prep is starting to become more aggressive. We're really pushing the gas pedal. We're starting to push the gas pedal right now with 11 weeks to go. So there are big weeks ahead of us, and hopefully we'll be seeing weekly changes as of now. The first say 12 to 13 weeks of this prep was sort of a recomp phase, cruising in, getting my body ready, which we have nailed, and now it's time to push the pedal to the metal and get down to contest shape. So it's heads down and work for the coming weeks, but nonetheless we will be recording weekly vlogs to show the progress and to show how we're doing things, and I'm excited for it. That's where I'm gonna leave the video here today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next video where we'll be 10 weeks out. Peace.